Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Renata Kalniūnienė, Marketing Project Manager at Softneta. And this webinar speaker is Vytautas Baublys, our CEO at Softneta. Also, we are having Marius Šadauskas today. He's going to help with non-DICOM support demonstration. And this meeting is going to be recorded. And the recording of webinar I'm going to send after a few days. And if you have any questions, please write them in the chat section. In the end of the webinar, I'm going to read them, and Vytautas is going to answer. So I think we can start. Vytautas?
Yes, so many thanks everyone for joining our webinar. I hope also what these people which is not was able to join, we can see also on YouTube channel later on our release, which will be officially published, and anyone which is miss it, you need to know that you always can review all our webinars on our YouTube channel, and I believe this is very useful tool if you need to get more information where Softneta moving, because all our webinars, not only about new version, but also technical trainings, is also published on YouTube channel. So I believe this is very useful. So coming for today's topic, I hope everyone can see my screen. I'm very proud to announce that 8.1 version is already available on our website. You can download, update your systems, and test it. This is really brilliant version, and later on we will go through all the functions. Just like to also express that this version is also first version which is natively already integrated with Amazon and Microsoft medical services, and I'm proud to say that you're seeing also our next technical training speaker Marius online. So I really propose you to check our website and see our upcoming technical trainings where Marius will have occasion to train you together with Microsoft people about new possibilities this new version giving you. So this will come in few weeks, this webinar, and I really recommend you not to miss it. So let's turning back what's new in 8.1 version. So first of all, from certification perspective. So this is a first version which is officially have clearance in USA for the mammo diagnosis, and we are very proud. It took us several years to come to that place, and it was huge work, not only from the technical part, but also from the our documentation part to prepare everything for B clearance on FDA. So now our product have the same clearances as CE and FDA, and we are very proud of that. So I hope especially our USA partners will really benefit from that certification change in 8.1 version. So what's most visible new things in our new product? Later on our presentation, I hope to show these major features for you on my installation. But let's go and I will try to explain in short all the functions. So first of all is a non-DICOM support. So this version is a first version which contains a plugin system for the non-DICOM data visualization. So we already have several VNA PACS producers, which is already integrated our viewer through our API and created dedicated plugins to visualize the non-DICOM data. So I'm proud to say that our non-DICOM already support BMP, JPEG, TIFF, MPEG, and PDF formats, and also TXT files. So we are covering, I believe, around 90% needs in non-DICOM. Another important, again, improvement was in segmentation tools. Again, officially bounding box, free draw and smart paint became official part of our product. In early versions, you needed to enable them, you need to change some configurations. This version is official version, which is became standard tools and well tested and could be really became a part of your diagnostical workflow. Another big improvement, also height difference, is morphoskeleton and also orthopedics, but also this is a little bit about our roadmap. So this height difference measurement, which we implemented, became also turning milestone to come close to finish all orthopedics measurements. So we expect in 8.2 version to complete the orthopedics measurement section and cover all needs of orthopedics. And we also planning in 8.2 version to release official document on our website, which is shows and explain all our customers what orthopedics could be fully completed with our measurements. Another very nice feature, it's a pin measurement. So pin measurement allows you to pin the measurement and make a multiple measurements at the same time. So these people which is using our product for the several years, they remember, but in earlier versions, our measurements was when you start measurement, you need to stop it. So then next our movement was that each measurements can be done only once and you still need to select. So now we come to the idea, and this is version contained, but if you need continuous measurement, so you can pin measurement and use it several times instead of each time going to the measurement menu and selecting the same measurement. So I believe these doctors, which was really upset about the disappearance of possibility to do continuous measurements, now will be satisfied. Another very nice feature, which I drink personally, because for me, this dream was, I would say, 9 years. So my personal journey to this visualization was 9 years, and I'm proud that last year efforts, which all team did for the digital subtraction, was finalized. So 8.2, 8.1 version already contains possibility to subtract vessels from the angiography data. So this is amazing achievement, and I'm very proud what this was done. So of course you need to know that it's a first version, and at this point we support majority of data, but still could be that your angiography device creates data in a little bit different way, and our viewer is not able to show. In this case, you need to register this, but yes, we're not getting subtraction, send to our support, and we will investigate your data, and we will try to do fast fixes to maintain your data. This is very important for you to know, but as far as I tested, all data is visualized, but still exists some data which could be saved differently. But you need to know what function itself for the digital subtraction is already done for the angiographic data. Another important feature is a clear cache. This is more, I would say, technical for the engineers which support our viewing technology in the hospitals. Time to time, it was problem to remove the cache and reload the data. So this function is already created, but as I said, it's more not for the end users, not for even sales of our partners, but more for the technical people to make their life more easy, but you don't need to go to the server, go to the cache folder and manually clean it. So the software now contains the interfaces to call the function to clean the cache. Another very useful feature, which is actually very rare used, but still was really needed for some of our partners. So it's a report status filtering. So it's allowed now in our work list window to control which status types you like to see in our work list. Is it a new study which is still not have any report? Is it drafted study or completed or all? So this is already available, and this is really allows doctor to use a more efficient way our work list if they using it for reporting. Another also nice feature for the jumping between hanging protocols. In the past, it was no button for the mouse clicking next forward. This is became available on the hanging protocols. Another, I would say, 3 years effort result is our new missed oblique functionality, which was finalized and it was done transition from the server side to the front end rendering. So our all partners still remember our 3D function, which was based on the server side rendering, which was we are also very proud. But the limitation of that server side rendering was mainly two. It was really high priced function. Another situation was what it was really bandwidth consuming and server side consuming function, which is not allowed to use it widely. So now we completed fully coverage, and later on you will see even increased functionality in our missed oblique function. And as a bonus to our all users, we decided that at this upcoming year, this missed oblique function will stay the free of charge for all our partners to migrate. Another brilliant function is a notification. So most of our partners was really upset to seeing coming some pop-ups or some messages in our viewer, which was really important, but unfortunately, they disturb the users. So now everything, all messages come to the notification icon. This notification icon shows you everything, and it also allows you to read the notifications over time. So it's not generates you disturbance. Yeah, it's new. It's kids also around. So another also good feature which many of our partners use, export. The export now allows you to see logs and also close the window and still export the data. So this is also good improvement. And one brilliant improvement which you need to know, but it's not coming by default. So is a right-click button to fast create the layout, but this must be enabled in the settings. If you not enable it in the settings, this function will not appear. So please take the note that the right-click button to fastly create layout must be enabled in setting, is not coming by default. We expect that in an 8.2 version it will come, but still want to get feedback from the customers. So this is in short description of the key functions which is coming. Now I'm going to the list. The list allows you to read in details all changes. I will not stuck on the list, but you need to know that this list is available on our website. You can go in the new release page and read carefully on the all the texts about the changes which is coming in the new version. As you see, the changes is a lot of lines. So it's a really huge release which is come, and it's also not only the function but also improvements in the speed, in the some issues is fixed also. So this is very big change, not only in visual part but also in the backend, which you can find in detailed list of new releases. So now we're coming more to the visual functions, which you will see. I'm proud to say what Marius now will take over to show you the function. But 1 minute, Marius, just wait a little bit. I again will explain. So this is important for all our partners to understand what non-DICOM function can be achieved only in 3 ways. First way, we already created official and public plugin for file system. So file system allowing you to specify the folder from which you like to open non-DICOM data and create the visualization of that folder non-DICOM data. Another way is to create the plugin system for your user archiving or informational system, because this, for example, we have very unique project which we trying to create in Israel, where informational system on the fly generates documents which need to be mixed with DICOM data, and we getting this data through that plugin, and we mix it on the fly. So when informational system asks us to open some study like X-ray image, we also passing in combination the data surrounding that study. So like some reports or something in the PDF. So this is very innovative way how to do, and it will take some time for them to integrate and create plugin. But this is one of the options. But you, even not being PAC system, not being VNA, but being like a RIS system or informational system, can utilize these new interfaces. Of course, for that reason, you need to work more deeply with our integration department, with our architects and our programmer team to design correct plugin and design correct communications. But if it's done, so you can achieve very unique workflows for your users. So now I'm proud to give the window to my partner and my good friend, Marius, which will show you how the file system plugin works. And also like to say what he did, also some technical trainings, which you can find in YouTube, how to work with this, and it's already officially was released with technical training. So I really recommend also, if you are in need of non-DICOM support, please also watch his technical trainings. So please, Marius, proceed to show the window.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Let me share my screen. And I will briefly, just in a few minutes, will present you how the first way how the non-DICOM support can be integrated. So as Vytautas mentioned, it's based on the file system integration, and it is done using the token service, token-enabled integration. So here I have the token service, which is already running on my machine. And I would provide the JSON body to the token service to generate a token, and I simply provide the path where is my non-DICOM files and some JSON file with the patient information and the storage ID, which I configured in my MedDream application properties. So once I have this token generated, I simply copy it and put to my MedDream viewer using $token equals and the token. And when I press it, it will open me the non-DICOM files, which are imported, which are exist in that folder. And as you can see, I can drag all of them. They are in different formats. We have the BMP file, we have a MP4 file, video file, we have the JPEG, we have PDF, TIFF, and the text file. And also it is possible to do some manipulations like magnifying, rotating, and zoom in, zoom out. Same thing you can do with the video and with the images. So this is how quite easily it is possible to open the non-DICOM files in your MedDream viewer in this new version. Of course, as Vytautas mentioned, there is much more and broader possibilities as we already have this plugin available. So I think back to you, Vytautas.
Many thanks. This is a brilliant work, and again, Marius is our also senior integration specialist, so it's a big also thanks for our integration team, which working so hard to help you all integrate faster our newest functions. So now I'm switching back to my presentation, and again, for all of our partners, please. You need to know that only your imagination limits the functionality that you can achieve with our systems. So I really recommend for you to brainstorm about the user experience which you like to get in your systems using our technology, because, as I said, our integration team can help and assist on all ways. You just need to utilize the knowledge and experience. So now, next step is segmentation. I will not stuck much on the segmentation because segmentation is already well presented in previous version. As I said, it became just the biggest difference, but it became just a standard tool in our interface. In the previous versions, you needed manually enable it, and now it's became a standard tool. One thing for this, which is not so much familiar, but all our segmentation tools automatically mark any new segmentation by different colors, so you can recognize the users which did that segmentation. It saves in artistract format, and also the newest versions have possibility to import artistract and to present. So it became full fundamental tool for any segmentations, also IE trainings, and also clinical trials. So this tool is really used for the very serious clinical trials in the medicine, for the drug validation, for the cancer treatments, and also checking the changes in the body. So this is really a very fast working tool. Another very important hint which you need to know, but it's very friendly with tablets and with pens. So the doctors which is using pens can segment very fastly with our tools, and we had even symposiums where our partner Collective Mind Radiology did a big segmentation trainings. So the doctors was able to segment some like a kidney with cancer in 30 minutes with very precise results. So this is also one of the fastest way of segment data now. This is feature which I really like to stop, because this feature in the past was really remarkable only for the best workstations, and now the subtraction is available on our technology, and I will present it lively, because this is really was hard work for us to achieve this functionality, because you need to know, and these partners which is deeply working with angiography, they know that all vendor put the filters inside of study, and to understand how to use these filters, how to apply this on the data, it was took really long time, and find where each vendor saving this data was also not so easy. But I'm proud about our developers, which is resolved that issue, and they was able to run it and create this functionality. As I said, it's a first version, and maybe not still perfect because of variety of data which we need to support, but at least it's opened gate for all of us to go to the angiography with the filtering and simplifying the diagnosis for our doctors. So I'm very proud on it. Next thing is a cache. So the cache control could be accessed through the settings page, and now in the setting page you can see cache clearance, and you can select and clear it. In previous version it was impossible. Only in the server you was needed to clear it. It's definitely not for the end user. It's more, as I said, for administrative and these people which understand about system. But this is very valuable tool for the very fast restore of the system if something wrong goes with the cache. And here I like to spend more time about, again, giving everyone info about what is mist oblique. So mist oblique is 100% based on our efforts as a company, while oblique function was based on majority on our partners' libraries, and this generated a huge cost difference and technological difference, because oblique was based on the server-side rendering, and this server-side rendering had major weakness. So first, it's generated very huge load on the server, and another load was generated on the bandwidth. So you needed 4 megabits bandwidth dedicated for each user which is connecting to the 3D function or MPR function. With mist oblique, we create a totally different approach. When we streaming progressively data to the front end for the end user, and we render data using your GPU, which is on your device. This gives extreme performance, which user don't feel any latency, any disturbance, and very nice windowing, which was almost unachievable in the oblique function if you don't have 4 megabits. So this was totally different thing which we achieved. And I also like to start on the comparison. So the red color, it shows what was added on top of an oblique function. So the red is the difference which we added to our partners and users, the new functionality. So like the copy to clipboard, secondary capture, selected layouts. So I'm sure what you will benefit only from the mist oblique function, which was replaced by oblique, and especially if in the past you give to our partners and customers like 10 connections of MedDream and only 1 connection of oblique. So now, after replace the new version, you will have possibility to have all 10 users access to oblique and 3D function. But I really want to warn all our partners about one thing. But in 8.1 version, when you upgrade to 8.1 version, your previous versions, which is still contained oblique function, so after upgrade, the all oblique licenses will be unused, because this version don't have any possibility to enable oblique. So keep in mind, but this upgrade, you need to back up very much your previous version, because if you like to return back, we will not have possibility to return back you the oblique licenses. So keep in mind what this upgrade will really demand from you. Be very precise on backupping the old MedDream license which you upgraded. So here's about notification. So of course, this notification bar mainly used only in the work list and viewing, but this is definitely what we dreamed a lot. because all this some warnings or something, all these messages really was annoying end customers. And now we just created a smart and elegant way how to show them without any disturbance for our users. This again, this orthopedic or skeleton measurement height difference was really on the mind, and it's also very created very easy way how to measure it, and also on the hip or the or on the chest. So this is the easy way. Another coming, the last coming feature, it will be axial hip measurement, which will allow to see how hip is damaged, and it will finalize our skeleton measurements, which we're planning to group and allow all our users to be very fast to do any skeleton analysis. And I believe it will be one of the most brilliant solutions for the orthopedic measurements. Yes, as I said, now you can do all measurements, and you can select the way how you like to do measurements, or you like to do continuous measurements, or you like to do one measurement. By clicking pin, you will pin the measurement, and you can do continuous measurements. This is about the work list. As I said, in the previous, we didn't have the possibility to filter for you. Is it reported, not reported, and create a special filter at work lists. And now new version of report contains this possibility, which is really allows to efficiently use it as a small reporting work list. With hanging protocols, we added previous hanging protocol next with the clicks, because before you needed to use hotkeys or extend the hanging protocols to select selectives, but now it's also is a visual interface to jump between fastly hanging protocols. Export functionality allows now to see all export list what you exported, and also work and create downloads after. So you just click export button and wait while the export will be prepared to be downloaded. So it also saves your time. You don't need to sit and wait like in previous version while export will be created. Quick image opening, as I said, you need to click right button of mouse and it automatically creates layout. Later on I will show it. It's really very fast way, and in most cases it could even replace the hanging protocols, because now for doctor to create the needed layout, it takes like few seconds, and he will create always the layout which he expects. So we believe this will be a really big change for many doctors in their workflows. Yes, and about window, definitely need to change something because of FDA clearance. So first of all, our FDA clearance number changed because we included MAMO. Plus, we have more warnings on the non-diagnostical displays. So it's now warns you very clearly which displays could be treated as a diagnostical, which not, like you using phone or tablet, is automatically explains you what this displays is not diagnostical ones, and you're not able to achieve diagnostical quality in them. So you need to take care of, about the tools which you use for the which purposes. Yes, the MedDream is cleared already, and now I will switch to some presentation for you to see the features itself. So I prepared my local installation. I hope everyone sees. So first, as you see here, I can show reported, not reported. In the previous version, it was no filtering for the reports. Now I can see reported, so I have only one reported case, and I can create unreported. So if I select unreported, click and report something, save it. Again, I will change the filter to reported. I see 2 reported cases. So automatically unreported work list will shrink depend on how many cases I reported. So this is a typical behavior of any radiology work list which radiologists expect. And this feature was really asked for many our partners. And now I'm very happy, but finally this feature is done. Now I will move to my feature which I really expect to work is angiography. So when I click angiography image, so we can see what angiography is already created. And now I can switch and show the view. So of course, because this vessel is already in very bad situation, so it's almost blood is not going through vessel, so it's more hard to see it. But this filter allows doctors, as you see, really get much clearer view when they would use unfiltered, because I also have possibility unfilter and see, you can see what original data looks like that. And now I'm enabled vessel mode, so I really much clearer seeing the vessels itself. And this is really big work to maintain these filters and understand how to apply them. And this is really brilliant work which team did. So now I will take some computer tomography data again to present for these our partners, which is not familiar with our invention. As you see in the new version, we have only standard orthogonal axial MPRs, which is not allow you to create a 3D object, and now only mist left. No oblique function as in previous version. So now if I create mist, you see the data is streamed in my user interface, and after the stream is finished, I have tremendous performance. Of course, the translation maybe not allow you to feel that smoothness, but the smoothness is crazy, because I can so smoothly work on that like I am, sitting on the best workstation. And this is totally change the feeling and work of the data. And as you see how smooth I am working on all the 3 screens. I can easily change also layouts which I want to use. So this is definitely totally different approach. Plus I can create a capture of that images and also apply the MIP very fastly. So this is totally different speed and performance now which we achieve, which was unachievable on oblique functionality which we had. So I really believe, and we already get feedback with the doctors which work with our oblique function based on MIST, they are more happy, and the performance which we achieve also much bigger. So this function is already created. Of course, with the about box, as I said, you also can see all these changes in about box which was created. During that, also you see notification. Notification menu allows you immediately see all warnings and everything that's happening with your viewer during your work session. So, but it's not anymore disturbs you. So if some warning, for example, in the past was what some personal data is incorrect or some tags incorrect, which is user is not able to change, they was always appeared on the screen and they are really distracted doctors. So now they would be collected in that notification bar. Yes, if we speak about forward functionality or export functionality, now it's most important that now you not only export, but you have possibility also to see all your actions. For example, I'm select to forward this data, do forward, and I click. Now I see all statuses, everything what I did or export. So this also brilliant function which is already appeared, and you see on not only like in previous version you did export, you did forward, but you didn't know what happened with your requested action. So this again the pin measurement, you see I can do a pin measurement, and after I did pin measurement I can select the measurement and it's repeated. If I don't need anymore this pin, I unpin, and again I do once, and next time the function is not anymore appears on my screen and not disturb me. Like in the previous version, we get some complaints from doctors when they need repeated measurements. It's really take them upset to move always to measurement and repeat the actions. So I believe I presented all the functions which I was really wanted to present, which was really most noble in that new version. And we can start and move to the question marks. Renata, I believe the questions I see quite a lot, so we can try to,
Yes.
to process with questions. So maybe you can show the questions.
Yes, I will share. Thank you, Vytautas. Yes, first we will start with the questions we got before the webinar. Do you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. First, is there a plan to integrate a Print SCU in the viewer?
So we have now the real negotiations with our partners, vendors about the printing future. So the printing future, we already created application which allows you to print and send to printers the data. Unfortunately, it's not web-based technology, it's application. So you need to install this application in the laptop. So this is available. You need to contact our support team and get the information how to do the printing. But also we have several negotiations about how to replace the printing itself by structured report and create some layouts. But this is still unclear about release date. But the standard printing to DICOM printers is available already. We have package which you can install and use it in combination with our viewer.
Okay. Another question, what are MedDream's vision and ambitions in the new modalities of medical imaging?
So our ambition is very simple. We like to be as flexible as possible, and we now starting to integrate really most brilliant, most innovative AI companies, which, for example, working on heart or other disease, and they are not only do new type of imaging, but they also do new type of communication, how the AI communicates with doctor, how doctor can influence the results of AI. So this is definitely field of our most development to support more and more different type of devices. So also probably this year will be very turning year for dentists. We hope that this year we will complete all dentist needs, and the dentist will be fully covered also with our viewing technology. As I already explained, from next version we will cover 100% orthopedist needs. Also ophthalmology already is covered. So our viewer must be most wide viewer around the world.
Okay. How % defined user environments in MedDream when the user accesses MedDream via RIS integration, one-step token authentication?
So maybe Marius could comment a little bit more on this topic.
Yes, so for the token integration, I will put the link to our documentation, to our integration manual, so you can check it. Integration via URL. I am just putting the link, and if you will have any questions how to integrate, so there is our integrations at softneta.com email, so you can contact us and we can have a short call and set up this.
Yep. To add this, you simply can pass user ID in the token, and by passing user ID, you can load a specific global JSON for that user.
Okay.
So through that, summarizing what Arthur and Marius said, so by using token, you can fully customize the user interface and user workflows, because we can apply that particular settings when you're passing through token, also additional information. But I really recommend also read all this API functionality, because it's a well described. It's also contains some video. So this is a really recommended thing, but also you need to count. Even if you're missing some function, you just need to write us what you're missing, and we always can give you exact estimation on which time you can achieve missing feature.
Okay, thank you. What versions of the DSM-4G are supported by MedDream 8.1.0 version?
So I would say all versions is supported, but most widely used version, like the DSM-4G 2 version and the DSM-4G 5th version, they are 100% supported.
Thanks. Configuration of templates, including DICOM tag to the study.
Yes, I'm not 100% sure what I understood correctly the question, but if we speak what the question is about our reporting system, is our reporting system could apply automatically some templates which is already created by doctor using the DICOM tags. So I would say no, at this point is not created such functionality, but our reporting could automatically try to apply some group of our reporting, if I understood correctly the question.
Okay, should we go on to the second
Yes.
one? Okay. Is it possible to migrate from Windows Server architecture, MedDream Prax Premium plus MedDream Viewer, to Linux base, same products? If yes, what are the steps?
Yes, the migration would be quite complex because you would need to regenerate licenses. So first of all, our licenses, when they are deployed on specific environment, at the beginning, the licenses is neutral, but when you deploy them and activate, the licenses will be locked to your infrastructure, including operational systems. So first step, you would need to regenerate the licenses. Secondary, it would be quite complex because you would need to import the database for our PAC system when you move on the Linux. And definitely you would need most likely our engineers' assistance. So this is not so easy way to migrate, because the application itself is quite easy, but because the data is already stored, the database is created on that particular operational system. So this would require some knowledge and some help from us, because the migration itself from one operational system to another is not well described in our documentation. So that's why you would need our assistance and some particular knowledge.
Okay. Is bone removal in the plan of action?
Yes, this is very good question. Not the bone removal is not in our plans, but we already work with several AI companies which do amazing work on bone removals, and this is our believing what is the future. So even now, you can contact us and we can suggest some AI companies which do amazing bone removal and automatically create additional secondary capture series where his bone is removed, and you can easily work with amazing results, and this is a future. That's why we not like to spend time on reinventing the wheel while other companies doing it better.
Okay. Another one, can we hear some details about installing viewer on Docker?
This is already well described in our YouTube channel. Marius had tremendous training how to deploy, how to configure MedDream on the Docker, and I really recommend you to search our YouTube channel, and you will find the precise half-hour training where you will, after this training, you will be expert how to deploy it.
Okay, thank you. I'll put the link for easy accessing. Another one, new features, updates on display.
This is also what we're planning to release, the new video, because we got many questions from our partners, vendors, how to configure our plugin for Chrome for the multi-display systems, and how to configure correctly the Chrome itself. So we decided that we need to release short 10 minutes video with precise configuration. I don't know, Renata, you know better when this video will be available on YouTube, maybe 2-3 weeks. I don't know when, because you have tough schedule, I know, but this is, I know what is already confirmed, but
we will try our best.
So I really recommend for all our partners, which is really working with multiple systems, pin our YouTube channel, and in month you definitely will get a video with exact explanation how everything done and how to configure everything.
Okay. Another one, product overview.
Yes, product overview, Renata, maybe you can go to our website and show. This is, everyone need to know what each time Renata do huge work on create a specification on product overview. So in any of our product, if you go in the download section, you can find specification. And if you click specification, you get automatically document with all summary of all functions of that product. And it's just 5 minutes, no overhead, and you can know all the features which in the product. And this is applicable for all our product. If you go in product section, go to any of product, the same is with Pack system or with other product which Softneta is building. You can go and see specification and see immediately all the features which is supported and non-supported. So I hope these documents you will see a value.
Yes, all the products has its specification file prepared. Another one, we are currently using only MedDream, but I would like to see what the packs and send-to-packs products can do, and whether we have an API or hooks that we can use to what we can use to integrate it.
Yes, so as Renata explained, the best way to understand what these products can is use our specification. So by opening specification, you in 2 minutes will know everything what it can do, what it's not. Another thing, both products, CentOPAX and Video Station, have APIs which you can check and also integrate it to your product.
Okay. Is it possible to trace failed DICOM send operations that had been initiated from the MedDream DICOM viewer? If yes, how?
I already showed it in my presentation, but you can go to forward, and in forward we have now a newest version, the line where you click and you see all logs, what actions have.
Okay, what's the most effective way to suggest improvements to your developers? Like, for example, having the ability to increase font size above thumbnails or very high resolution monitors on very high resolution monitors.
So the easiest way, of course, is to trying to explain your needs in very detailed way with the print screens and with images and comparison what you are missing, because this would give you bigger chance that our team will understand what you need and can give you right estimation with right sketchers. So be as precise and as detailed as possible, and then you will get better result.
Thank you. So we have questions we got during webinar. And the first one is, please include digital subtraction in the demo.
This is very good hint, and we're working on that to apply the new data sets for our demo site to allow you see subtraction. This is what Renata already have in the task list.
Okay. Does the clear cache feature works with all integration modes like QR, or is it just bound to common PACS integration like the DICOM?
Arthur, can you comment shortly?
Yes, we have with us Arthur, head of integration.
Clear cache works on core level, so it works with all plugins. However, this clear cache does not clear plugin cache. So basically, with this function, you can remove all cache from MedDream core cache, but still you need somehow to remove it from plugin cache.
So in next versions, probably we also update the plugin remove, but not at this version. Yes, Arthur.
Yeah.
And I will read another question about cache. Could you remind us of the interest of clearing the cache?
Yep.
So
to answer this, if MedDream is not properly configured, you might end up in situation that you will have the old version of DICOM file. This might happen if you change DICOM file after it receives in PACS. For example, you are updating patient data, you are merging patients, etc. And if you are not properly configured that these changes will be sent to MedDream, you might have a situation that old file will still exist in your cache and the users will see all data. And this feature is needed just to clear the old cache.
Yes.
Okay, can we go to the next? Is it planned to include the Italian and French translations in the future versions?
We expect this year to have Italian, Spain, Germany language included.
Okay.
With all manuals and documentation.
Thank you. Is it possible to handle MG tomosynthesis studies 1-2 gigabytes as you are now FDA cleared over and DSL line? Will there be a streaming option for huge studies?
Yes, the streaming option is working even with slow lines, but you need to have more time to stream the data. And in this case, we recommend always to stream data in advance. So That's the beauty of our technology, but even in slow lines, it's working, but you just need to wait longer time, but it's not stuck. So this is a difference.
Okay, for non-DICOM support, it should be useful to DICOMize the item using a DICOM work list and upload to the paths.
So this is a situation which we have sent to PACS in video station for this DICOMization, but as you know, some data is preferred to stay in non-DICOM. So in this case, that's why needed non-DICOM visualization. So like VNA, we have some documents which we prefer to keep in the original format for the interoperability, but systems could use and utilize with different needs. So for that reason, we created the specific non-DICOM interface, because all users, we know what we already supported PDF, PNG, all these formats in the previous, but DICOMized way. So it means first you needed to DICOMize, and this operation in most cases is very expensive, and you need additional softwares for that. And so that's why VNA was founded and invented, but not to complicate the process, just to keep original format and allow the users to see. So for that reason, we also developed the new interfaces, allowing us to see original format without DICOMization process.
Okay, another one. How can the quick display feature, right mouse click, be activated?
This you need to go in the. I will show it. And again, yes, I probably missed to show its function. So just returning is my question: are you seeing now the image? So you by clicking right click, you see I'm forming very fast my layout, and this enabler could be go to settings, go to general, and in general,
View.
sorry, in view section you will find the right click enabling. This is here. In this section you will find
auto open image in empty viewport.
Yes.
Third selection.
Yes. So Renata, you can proceed
Okay.
to next.
Do you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Is the report stored separately from the DICOM study? Is it stored on the MedDream server, not in the PACS archive?
It depends on the configuration and the systems. As most of you know, what most of our viewer usage is integrated into another systems. So in this another systems, the report is stored depend on the product architecture. In our case, it's stored in the PACS in our database.
Should I go on to the next question?
Yes, but our time is finishing, so I apologize if some questions will be not answered. They will be all answered also in upcoming video. But please try. Let's try. Maybe I will able to finish the questions.
Yeah. Is it possible to save a displayed non-DICOM file to PACS in DICOM format?
Yes, by clicking secondary capture button, you are saving as a new DICOM file with secondary capture series to the same series. So yes,
Okay.
we need to use secondary capture function.
Another one, can you show the quick view in the demo? So we just did, yeah?
Yes.
What capabilities for MG, 2D, and 3D imaging are in the new version?
This I showed detailed list of that, and also I recommend to see our specification for that reason.
Is it possible to add columns such as institution name in the study search grid?
Yes, one customizable field exists and you can customize it by your needs.
Okay. The last one, the question is, will be about center packs. Can we use all center packs characteristics, or are there any restriction until the demo period ends, which downloaded from your website?
So when you have send packs activated, you can use it. When the trial period finishes, it will apply with on all your images, but it was converted using demo version. So it will harm your images. So the images will contain some additional information burned in. So my recommendation, if you're using for the medical purpose, of course, using the activated fully paid license instead of demo.
And we got one more question. Support for whole slide imaging.
Yeah, so support for whole slide imaging is already exist. When you open the study, you can load the data and then you can scroll very fastly.
So I see we answered all the questions we got, and the time is already finished. So I want to say thank you for everyone for attending. The video recording will be reachable in a few days. I'm going to send the link to your emails you put on the registration form. Also, I invite you to follow our newsletters, social platforms to not miss the interesting technical trainings we're going to have.
Renata, maybe the last thing, maybe you know already date with Microsoft when it will be training, and maybe you can present also the banner so that everyone could know, because it's brilliant event, and I really recommend for everyone to join. This will be a window to the future. Window for the cloud computing and cloud medicine's future, and I'm very proud to say that we are part of this future. So really recommend everyone to join this webinar live, because you will be part of the history.
Yeah, and it's going to be technical training and very useful. Also, subscribe our YouTube channel to not miss any video tutorials about new features like MPR or multiple displays, etc. And have a nice day. Thank you for joining.
See you, everyone, and many thanks for spending time with us on that webinar.
Yes, thank you. Bye. Everyone.